Hi, everybody. Mark Bertig from First Commonwealth Bank Field in Homer City. It's Heritage Conference Baseball and Softball Media Day. We're going to preview the Cambria Heights Highlanders and a couple of players, both seniors, joining us on my far left, Garrett, Jasper. Many of you probably know that name from the football season, Ethan Kline. And in his fifth season, we welcome head coach Josh Bracken. And Coach, we will start with you. Talk about the prospects for the 2025 Highlanders season.
Yeah, the idea here is to just always be competitive, and I think that this year returning a lot of players helps. So we're just kind of looking to continue to build things in the right direction.
Would this be gets away from me, fourth year in the Heritage?
Yes.
You've been on, your first year, I guess you would have been finishing up in the Laurel Highlands. I think the transition's probably been pretty successful.
Yeah. I think last year we finally were able to, break over 500 and make the playoffs. So I think we're taking steps in the right direction for sure. So a lot of credit to the guys who have been with me throughout that time period.
Well, you have to talk nice about these guys because they're in the room with me, Ethan and Garrett. But talk about them and, what you're counting on as far as senior leadership from them, and maybe drop some other names, some players that you're hoping for good things in 2025 for you to be successful.
Yeah, for sure. These gentlemen to your left, they have their maturation, their growth has been invaluable. And, we focus a lot on, toughness and leadership. And I think you're seeing that come to fruition with more success within the program. And, when we have all guys pulling the rope the same direction, I think a lot of good things can, be accomplished. So as far as, some other names coming through, we've got a young catcher in Bryce Lewis that we're looking for, continued growth out of him. And I know Anthony Swander had a nice season last year. We have Spreggy, who's been a good valuable arm for us out of the bullpen. I really, I don't want to specify, on everybody, but it's just it's good whenever everybody's contributing and doing the right thing.
I know that's always a tough question because as soon as we shut the microphone off, I forgot to mention so-and-so. So sorry to put
it's already crossed my mind.
Sorry to put you on the spot. What do you think the strengths of the team can be this year?
We want to be fundamentally sound. We want to try and play clean defense. I think a strength for us is offensively. With that experience, I just think that our offense can be a strong point for us. A lot of guys have they've seen varsity pitching. We pay attention to details and base running and things of that nature. So I think that can really help us win some games this year for sure.
All right, let's talk to two guys that you hope win some games for you this year. Ethan Kline, you're an outfielder. What position in the outfield?
Center field.
So good wills, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Has that always been your position?
Yeah, basically from when I started as a kid to right now being a senior.
Well, I think you always have to be strong up the middle, and center fielder is part of up the middle. Coach mentioned Bryce Lewis at the catching position, and I'm sure the middle infielders will be a key for your team too. What about offensively? Where do you normally hit in the lineup?
Last year I started more towards the end, but as the year went on, moved my way up, and I think that our batting order last year helped contribute a lot just with team players and where they were at and how they could hit. I feel like our offense was a big part of our year last year.
Heritage Conference has been good to Cambria Heights, and I think your division this year is going to be very competitive with teams like Northern Cambria and Portage, of course, great tradition, and Conemaugh Township is expected to be pretty solid.
Yeah, I think that's as a team, that's our favorite part of the year. It's just the competition, knowing that every game you don't know what you're going to get into.
I'm going to reach by you here and talk to a guy I see a lot during football season, Garrett, Jasper, outfielder and pitcher. Now, you're not allowed to tackle anybody in baseball.
Oh, I'm aware.
You're not allowed to run over catchers. I'm sure you'd like to coming down the third base line sometimes. Garrett, outfielder, right? Pitcher, what do you prefer?
Honestly, I don't prefer either one. I love playing both positions. They're great.
And by the way, congratulations. I talked to you off mic. I understand you're going to be playing football at Clarion University. You know, we would have preferred up the road here at IUP, but now we'll have to watch you wearing gold, I guess, at the Clarion Golden Eagles.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What about your thoughts on this year's baseball team?
I believe going off what Coach said, we'll be fundamentally sound, and I think we'll have a strong offense to lead our team to some wins.
As a senior, of course, I think, on the football team, you were surrounded by a lot of good seniors, and probably from a leadership role, it was a shared responsibility. But, with baseball, fewer teammates, et cetera, do you guys kind of feel like you have to take that leadership role on the baseball team?
I think so, but we have multiple leaders. That's what makes it great about baseball, and especially our team. We have leaders all over the field, and that just makes it so much better.
All right, guys, thanks so much. And I'll close with Coach Bracken. Coach of the division, as I mentioned, going to be difficult, challenging. You'll get going here. We're doing this interview as we look out the windows here at First Commonwealth Bank Field with snow flurries. It's incredible. I know I was out of town and it was warm here, and at media day here we are inside, better inside than outside today.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you get in Western Pennsylvania is one day in March it's, it's 60 degrees and the next day it's 30 degrees. But you just got to take it in stride and just embrace it, really, So we're looking forward to it.
A lot of good teams this year.
Oh, for sure. I think we were talking earlier, there's no easy games. And, so we just got to be ready.
As a manager, is it more challenging at the beginning of the season because of the inability to get outside as much and get arms stretched out, where you maybe pitch count's one thing, but it really doesn't mean anything early in the season? You kind of have to guard against too many pitches.
Yeah. I'm constantly trying to scheme up practices to be the most efficient. If we can get outside for a half hour over on our football field, because it's turf, we're going to try and take advantage of it. And you referenced pitch count. That's definitely something that we have to take into consideration. So we're trying to make sure we have our ducks in a row. So when come April and into May, we're still in good shape. So.
All right. Well, thanks so much for bringing the guys over here. We greatly appreciate it. We wish you the best of luck, this season. And tell everybody at Luhu's Pizza I said hello.
Yeah, will do. Thank you guys very much.
All right. That's head coach Josh Bracken and seniors Ethan Kline, Garrett, Jasper joining him as we preview the Cambria Heights Highlanders 2025 baseball season for Renda Digital TV from Heritage Conference Media Day. I'm Mark Bertig reporting.